Guys, last week, well, I've taken the last 2 weeks off technically. The first week I was in Disney, and then last week I put my Disney vlog together and I didn't really go on camera for that. So it's been a while. Happy New Year. I'm glad to see you all here again, and here's my vlog. So yesterday, I want to start with what I did yesterday. I actually drove out to New York City for the first time since I've lived in East Stroudsburg for 2.5 years, which is pretty sad because it's like an hour drive, and then when we always go to New York, obviously I don't drive into Manhattan, we take a bus in, and I don't know why I don't do this more often. It was really nice. The reason I went was to see my good friend Mel. She was up from North Carolina with a friend of hers for the long Martin Luther King Jr. weekend, and she had asked me if I wanted to go, and you know, why not? It's Visa Day here, and I hadn't seen her in a year and a half, so I met up with them. Here's a picture of Mel and I. We had a really good time. I think this is the first time I've ever gone there without seeing a show or like going to the Met or anything. So it was really fun actually. We did a lot of sightseeing. We went to Chinatown, we ate lunch there, and then we saw the Empire State Building, which makes me think of Ted, and we saw Mendy's, which makes me think of Seinfeld. The city is rich with that television idea, so much stuff is set there. So we also, of course, went to NBC. We went to The Rock, and at first I was like, ew, yuck, and I'll talk about that more later. But then I decided that I should go in and see if they had any Tonight Show apparel, and so I bought this. I'll talk about the Tonight Show later. But I wanted to get this magnet, and it was funny because when I was checking out, the woman that was checking me out was talking to a coworker of hers, and the coworker was trying to decide if she wanted to buy a t-shirt with Conan on it, and she was like, but I won't be able to wear it once, you know, everything goes down, and the cashier said, I bought one, and another cashier said that they bought one, and they're like, we can be triplets, and the other girl was like, but I don't know, and the cashier that was checking me out said the best thing ever. She was like, if I'm not allowed to wear that t-shirt, I'm gonna walk up to Jeff Zucker's door and knock on it and yell at him. So it was pretty funny. So that's the Tonight Show, and I'll talk about that in a couple minutes. It was funny though because Mel and I, we had a good time. We chatted a lot. She said she feels like she sees me every 2 weeks or so because of my vlogs, so hi. I just saw you yesterday, but that's okay. We had a lot of good conversation, and one of the things she asked me was how many times I'd ever been to New York City, and I couldn't count. I've lived in Pennsylvania all my life. I lived in central kind of northern PA growing up, and then I lived in the Bethlehem area, and now I live in the Poconos, and so I've always been within like 2 hours of the city, maybe a little bit more. And in high school we would take trips to see shows, and in college we would go to the Met and see shows, and even now it's not as often, and I kind of dislike that because I really love going into the city and seeing things, because you know, I'm a music person, and it's a great cultural epicenter, so I wish I could get there more. I wish I made myself get there more. But anyway, I am there a lot. Actually, last Christmas maybe, or the Christmas before that, I think I was seeing a show that I saw these advertised, and I asked Mom to get me one, and so she did. If you look, it says Playbill. It's a booklet thing for all of my playbills, and if you flip through it, I mean, you can see everything that I have seen and gone to see, and all the playbills from it, and I mean, just everything. So, I mean, this thing is full. I've been there a lot. I've seen a lot of really great shows. There's stuff that I would still love to see. So, I guess I kind of take for granted that I've lived in Pennsylvania my whole life. The girl that was with Mel, her friend, is from Columbia, and she'd never been to New York City at all. This was Mel's only second time there. So, I guess I'm really lucky to live in such a place, especially as a musician and an artist. So yeah, it's kind of interesting to think about that way. So, yeah. What else? Well, since I kind of already alluded to this, obviously this can't be a vlog for me without discussing this Tonight Show catastrophe. you have to be living under a rock to not know what is going on. But to make a long story short, 5 years ago, I think, NBC made a deal with Conan O'Brien to have him take over The Tonight Show when Jay Leno retired in 2009. And essentially they're backing out of the contract because they moved Jay Leno to this stupid 10 o'clock spot, and he's bombed. And Conan hasn't been doing well, but this is only 7 months in, and it took Jay Leno a couple of years to get his audience for The Tonight Show. So for some reason, apparently Conan doesn't get that opportunity, and they are bending over backwards for Jay Leno. If you know me, you probably know that I really love Conan O'Brien. It was probably like, I don't know, high school, and it was Dan Knorr I can attribute to getting me hooked on The Tonight Show, or well, to Conan O'Brien's Late Show, and his awesome band, and just everything. He really turned me on to it, and I've loved Conan ever since, every chance I get. It was really, really hard for me, because I'm not really a late night person, so it was hard for me to make it to his show. So knowing that he was taking over The Tonight Show, I was really, really excited, and I've seen it a lot more this past year, and he's still fantastic. He's phenomenal. He does freaking shows, full shows in clay, and he goes to Finland, and he's just so talented and so hilarious. And so when I heard about this, I was just flabbergasted, but I'm not surprised because NBC is a bunch of morons. And so it was really sad, and it really looks like it's going to happen, that they're going to move Jay Leno back to The Tonight Show and boot Conan, and that really sucks. And his ratings have gone up over the past couple of weeks because he's just digging at NBC, and I don't know, it's just an awful situation, and I think NBC is really, really losing a lot of, a lot of people are losing respect. I didn't have a lot to begin with, and now it's pretty much all gone. The only reason I think I'll probably watch NBC now is because of Friday Night Lights, which comes back in April, and The Office. And really, The Office is the only thing that I watch on there right now anyway. Because they suck. So, NBC, you can have good luck. Alright. I guess that I will talk to you all later. I hope you have a good week. It's Martin Luther King Jr. Day tomorrow, so lots of people have 3-day weekends, myself included, so that'll be nice. And then on Friday I have an in-service, so I only have kids 3 days this week, and I'm giving tests to my 6th graders, which is my largest group of children. So, and then I have finals and stuff in the high school, so it's going to be a pretty easy week, so I'm looking forward to it. So, I hope you all have an easy week as well, and enjoy the Golden Globes tonight, and just, there could be another surprise entry tomorrow if somebody fantastic wins, like what happened with Michael Emerson when he won his Emmy. So, I will see you guys later. Bye!